What if I told you that the woman in these pictures is 68 years old? This incredible woman's name is Fabiola Gil, and she's really 68. Most people make mistakes when they try to guess her age. Someone says 45, someone says 50, but when they find out the truth, the main question arises, how does she do it? Today, we will analyze the story of Fabiola Gil, a woman who at 68 looks much younger than her age, remains active, energetic, and continues to inspire thousands of people with her example. But the most interesting thing is not her appearance. The real value of her story lies in the principles that help preserve health, vitality, and quality of life for decades. And some of these principles may surprise you. Therefore, watch this video to the end. It will be very interesting and useful. So let's get started. One of Fabiola's key principles is regular workouts at the gym. And here it is important to understand one thing. Most people perceive exercise as a way to lose weight or improve their appearance. But after the age of 50, physical activity becomes something much more important. They turn into an investment in independence. As a person ages, they naturally begin to lose muscle mass. This process is called sarcopenia. The fewer muscles, the lower the energy level, poorer posture, weaker joints, and a higher risk of injury. Therefore, every workout after the age of 50 works not only on appearance, but also on the ability to live a full life after 10, 20, and even 30 years. Strength exercises are especially important. Many older people are afraid of the gym, believing that it is intended only for young people. In fact, it is strength training that helps maintain bone density, improves insulin sensitivity, maintains hormonal balance, and allows you to remain physically independent for longer. Another interesting habit of Fabiola is that she records her progress through photos and videos. At first glance, this may seem like a small thing, but in fact there is an important psychological mechanism behind it. Most people give up healthy habits because they don't notice the changes. It seems to them that nothing is happening. But when a person regularly takes photos or records videos, they get objective proof of their progress. There is an interesting paradox. We see ourselves every day, so the changes happen so gradually that they become imperceptible. That is why many people underestimate their own achievements. Try taking photos today and then comparing them after 6 months of regular workouts, proper sleep, and physical activity. You will see changes that you have not noticed before. This creates additional motivation to keep moving forward. But youth is determined not only by the state of the body. Emotional health plays a huge role. One of Fabiola's strongest qualities is emotional stability. Today, many scientists say that chronic stress can accelerate the aging process. Constant stress affects the quality of sleep, increases the level of inflammation in the body, impairs recovery, and negatively affects even the appearance of a person. Pay attention to people who are constantly in a state of anxiety. They often look older than their age. Conversely, people who know how to maintain inner peace even in difficult situations often look fresher and more energetic. Emotional stability does not mean that there are no problems. Another important principle of Fabiola is a conscious attitude to health. Many people only start taking care of themselves when serious problems arise. They take their health for granted. But the body works according to a different principle. He constantly summarizes our daily decisions. Every lack of sleep, every walk, every workout, every meal becomes part of the overall result. Health awareness begins with a simple question. Do my actions today help the person I want to be in 10 years? This is a very powerful filter for decision making. Instead of asking myself if I want to train today, I can ask myself in another way, will this training help my future self? This approach changes your mindset and helps you make more mature decisions. Fabiola's attitude to age deserves special attention. She accepts herself and her age. At first glance, this may seem like a strange secret of youth, but in fact, there is a deep meaning here. Many people start to struggle with time. They perceive age as an enemy. Because of this, there is constant internal tension, dissatisfaction with oneself, and a feeling of losing the battle. Accepting age does not mean giving up development. This means acknowledging reality without self-deprecation. A person stops wasting energy on regretting the past and begins to use it to improve the present. The paradox is that people who calmly accept their age often look younger than those who try to prove to others at any cost that they are not aging. Another important principle is that Fabiola does not compare herself with others. In the age of social media, this is becoming a real superpower. Every day we see other people's achievements, other people's bodies, other people's successes, and begin to evaluate ourselves through this prism. But the problem is that the comparison almost always turns out to be unfair. We compare our real life with someone else's carefully edited showcase. And finally, one of the most underrated secrets of youth is recovery. Fabiola pays special attention to him. Many people believe that the result is created exclusively during work, but in reality, the body becomes stronger precisely during rest. During sleep, tissues are restored, hormones are regulated, the immune system is strengthened, and a huge number of processes occur on which health depends. When you look at the story of Fabiola Gil, it becomes obvious that her youth is not the result of any one secret. This is the result of a lot of good decisions that have been repeated over and over again over the years. Regular training sessions, tracking progress, emotional stability, a conscious attitude to health, acceptance of age, avoiding constant comparisons with other people, and high-quality recovery. The most important conclusion is that most of these principles are accessible to almost everyone. They don't require perfect genetics, huge amounts of money, or unique opportunities. They require only one thing: regularity. Friends, what do you think of this woman? Write your opinion in the comments. If this video was useful to you, then please like it and share the link with those who might find it particularly useful. We also recommend watching this video that's currently appearing on your screen.